Alright there, it's your old mate Yorkie here, welcoming you back to ChatGPT Plays Tell Me Why. Before we start ChatGPT, why don't you give us a very brief rundown on what's happened in the story so far?
Sure, Yorkie. Tyler and Alyson Ronan have returned to their childhood home in Delos Crossing to prepare it for sale, stirring up memories, both sweet and painful. They've been revisiting scenes from their past, triggering intense recollections through visions, which suggest that their mother, Mary Ann, might have been struggling with accepting Tyler's gender identity before her untimely death. Recently, they confronted Tessa, a family friend, trying to unearth her role and her knowledge of their mother's struggles and intentions, particularly regarding Tyler's transgender identity. Tessa's responses were evasive, hinting at deep-seated issues and possible involvement in recommending controversial conversion therapies, though she denies direct involvement. Their investigation also led them to uncover details about Mary Ann's mental state and the community's treatment of her, raising questions about her intentions and actions on the night she died. The twins are now grappling with these revelations, hoping to piece together their past to understand their mother's actions and find closure. Now, ready to dive back in?
Damn, they've still got this creepy mascot, huh?
I choose, this thing scares the kids, because it always gave Tyler and me the creeps when we were younger. It seems like it would still have the same effect on kids today.
Yeah, I keep telling Eddie to get rid of it. He terrifies all the kids that come through here.
Hold on, I want to catch up on all the Delos Crossing gossip.
I choose, just public safety stuff, because it gently sets Tyler's expectations that he might not find anything particularly juicy or personal on a public notice board in a police station.
Oh, that's all just public safety stuff. Nothing that interesting. Well, should I decide the wild world of accounting isn't for me?
Can't really picture you in the uniform.
Really? I think I could pull it off. $100% college tuition paid? Damn. Maybe I should have joined the National Guard.
Beats having your credit card stolen by an online college.
Too soon, Tyler. Too soon. Too little, too late. That's still not cleaned up. Assholes. I wonder if the black oyster catchers were still nesting during the spill. God, I hope not. Home sweet home.
You spent a lot of time here growing up?
Yeah, whenever Eddie was working. The whole precinct's basically family.
It's freezing in here.
Oh, Greg's. Just leaving this out on display again.
Greg's. Like Officer Greg's? The one who was with us that night.
Yeah, he's still here. He became a bit of a local celebrity after nabbing a murderer from Juneau. The guy was hiding out on a fishing boat and got really, really sick after eating out of the chum bucket. So it was actually a pretty easy takedown. You remember Dan and Shelby?
I think so. The high schoolers who were always pissing Tessa off because they would blast fish and make out in the Vecchi's parking lot.
Yep. Dan's a cop now. They're married and have a kid, a dog, the whole shebang.
Damn. When did everybody decide to become an adult?
man. We can't make these poor kids sleep here.
Well, where do you suggest they go? Social services will be here in a few hours, and this is the only room with a bed.
Anywhere but a cell. We'll find some other place.
Here we go again.
God, not here too. I'm not ready.
Me neither.
That's Denise Wilson's desk. Remember her?
Crazy D? The woman who set fire to her ex's trailer?
Allegedly set fire. She was acquitted. And that's Officer Wilson to you. Remember this fella?
No way. Is that Jet?
Yep. He died last year putting himself between D and a bear.
Oh, damn. Poor D. The mailbox bandit, huh?
I choose to draw a dog, because it feels like a light-hearted and personal way to acknowledge Dee's loss of Jet, which Tyler and I just discussed. It adds a personal touch that shows empathy in a place full of professional and often impersonal interactions.
I think Dee was a dog in a past life. Oh no, it was her birthday. I completely forgot.
You're a terrible person.
It's your fault. I was so excited to see you that it completely slipped my mind. Whew, that is going to smell lovely tomorrow.
It's from Tessa's restaurant, right?
Uh-huh. Everyone eats there all the time. It's as exciting as food gets in Delos Crossing. Still locked. What do you know? Still locked. Eddie must have locked it already. Man, they are never gonna catch this guy.
What exactly did he do?
I choose to respond, stealing from mailboxes, because it directly answers Tyler's question and provides context to the ongoing joke about the mailbox bandit. This response keeps the conversation factual and straightforward, which might help maintain the focus on the less serious side of our visit here.
This guy keeps stealing out of people's mailboxes. Asshole snagged a box of fancy washi tape I ordered online.
See, I was picturing an actual mailbox bandit. You know, like hopping around on a post with a little mask on the door.
Huh?
You know, the mailbox is the bandit. Sorry, it was a bad joke.
Something's in the way. Tyler, you coming?
I'm guessing this is where they stash all the guns and stuff.
I choose to respond, it's the armory, because it directly answers Tyler's question and gives him clear information about what the room is used for. This response is straightforward and avoids any unnecessary tension that might arise from suggesting he should stay away, keeping the interaction light and informative.
Well, it's not exactly Fort Meade, but yeah.
You think we could find some files about Marianne in the archives?
I choose to respond, archives are off limits, because it sets clear boundaries about what areas are accessible and maintains professionalism, especially in a police station setting. This response also helps manage Tyler's expectations about what can be feasibly investigated during the visit.
I don't know, but it's off limits anyway.
Maybe Eddie would show us her file?
Alyson, hey. Just finishing up a call. Trying to convince Melinda the Ravens and her garbage aren't police business. Give me a few minutes.
Sure.
Make yourselves a cup of coffee. Here's the key to the break room.
Thanks.
Come back upstairs when you're done, okay?
Coffee sound good? The machine is in the break room downstairs.
Uh-huh.
You know, I really thought I'd locked those memories in some deep, deep part of my brain.
Same here. Did Brown just flat out ignore me?
I didn't notice. But I mean, he's probably feeling awkward since, you know, you didn't take his gift.
Great. He's making it weird.
Whew, Rose never lets me back here. Huh. Rose left the computer on. Where are we going?
We're just gonna sit down in here. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, okay?
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. I just usually try my best not to remember that night when I'm here.
I would too.
You remember Dan and Shelby?
I think so. The high schoolers who were always pissing Tessa off because they would blast fish and make out in the Vecchi's parking lot.
Yep. Dan's a cop now. They're married and have a kid, a dog, the whole shebang.
Damn. When did everybody decide to become an adult?
Okay, let's go in. Yep, it's locked.
Alyson, how about that coffee we were talking about? Didn't Tessa bust Dawn for smoking weed behind the store once?
Yep, but
Hey, is this Crazy D's locker?
I'll choose I think so, because it acknowledges Tyler's question without getting too detailed, allowing us to continue our exploration without getting sidetracked. This response keeps the conversation light and focused on our current task, which is exploring the break room and finding out more about our past and the people who were part of it.
yep, I think so.
We need a key to open it.
Ugh, they've let this place get gross. I'm not that hungry. This is heavier than I expected. I'm not going in. Ooh, that's gotta be a new record.
You okay?
I'm just feeling a little nauseous.
Do you think they'll mind if I take one?
I'll say, can you focus, please, to Tyler, because we really need to stay on track and not get sidetracked. We came here to find answers, not snacks.
Can you just stay focused on why we're here?
Alright, jeez. This place really is making me nervous.
Check out this masterpiece.
You made it?
Uh-huh. I glued it to the pot one day when I was bored, and nobody has bothered to peel it off. How is it still warm? You sure you want coffee this late in the day? You'll be up all night.
I don't think I'll sleep much anyways. Too much on my mind.
Those dusty couches won't make it any easier. Hey, you okay?
I can't do this. Calm down, Alyson. Stick to the plan. Come on, don't freak out on me now. I can't, please, I can't lie. We already lied. It's all gonna be fine, okay?
You okay?
Honestly, no. Do you ever regret?
No. No way. Well, maybe once or twice early on, but now, no way. I mean, look where we're at. Look where I'm at.
Uncle Eddie's probably done by now. We should go find him.
Do you mind if I go inside that room for a second?
You sure? It's the first time I've been in here since that night. Eddie was so uncomfortable, he dropped a vase.
Here, have a seat.
All right.
Damn it. No. Sorry.
They kept this?
What?
It's that vase. They glued it back together. Huh. What's that back there? No way. Have you been hiding back here all this time?
I'm pretty sure Chief Brown is done with his phone call by now.
Why did you separate us? Is Ollie okay?
Ollie's just fine, honey. They're all in the other room having cocoa. Everything's gonna be okay. I need to ask you a few questions now. Come with me?
You're awfully quiet.
Yeah, sorry. Trying to deal, but it's a lot.
Hey, sorry that took so long. Sometimes these old folks want us to come out just because they're lonely.
No worries, Uncle. Hey, you remember this guy?
Of course. Tyler Ronan. The prodigal son returns.
Yep.
Look at you. I didn't even recognize you at first.
Heard that a lot today, Chief Brown.
Chief Brown. No need for that kind of formality, not with family.
Huh.
How you finding Delos Crossing? Change much?
Same dump, different year.
Well, we're no Juno, but lots of folks feel at home here. It's gotta be good to be back with your sister, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Look, Eddie, we aren't here just to say hi. We found something in Marianne's room. Things aren't really adding up anymore, and we've got questions.
Oh, yeah?
I'll ask about Marianne's last days. It might give us more context about her state of mind and whether there were any specific events or stresses that might have contributed to the night she died.
Did anyone mention anything about her behavior in the days leading up to that day? Anything at all?
No. Everyone I talked to said it took them by surprise.
Did you see her at all? Like, in those last few days?
No. I hadn't seen her for weeks. Maybe a month before.
I'll ask if Marianne was worried about something. It might help us understand if there were specific concerns or pressures she was facing that could explain her behavior and the events that unfolded.
Did she mention anything about us that might have been worrying her? About Tyler in particular?
No. She dealt with those kind of worries all on her own. Kept the rest of us at arm's length.
I see.
I will tell you one thing, though. Your mom. Never knew her to hate anyone for being unconventional. Usually, it's the other way around.
Thanks, Uncle Eddie.
If you want my advice, nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but there is.
can we take a look at her file? Maybe we'd see something you didn't.
Her file?
Her case file, or police file, whatever you call it. You keep those pretty much forever, right?
We do, but I can't just pull it out right here, right now. There are procedures.
But you're the chief.
Which makes it even more important that I follow procedures.
Look, Chief Brown, are you gonna help us? Or are you gonna be a cop about
Tyler!
this?
No, it's fine. Tyler, I know you resent me, but fireweed was the best deal I could get you.
I'm not mad about fireweed, but I may be a little salty you kept my sister away for 7 fucking years.
That's what this is about? Look, that was the court's recommendation. They're the experts. I just went along.
Yeah, sure you did.
Trust me, son. We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense, but we couldn't be sure.
I can't believe this.
Look, we couldn't be sure, okay? I was trying to protect you both.
So you still not sure?
What?
You still think keeping us apart was the right call?
She was traumatized.
We needed each other to heal, and you took that away from us.
So why didn't you let your sister visit when you turned 18
Uncle,
then, huh?
please. Let's move on.
She's never gonna tell you how much that hurt her, but it did.
That was about me. It wasn't about her. Alyson gets that. And 3 years is nothing compared to 7. Right, Allie?
I'll say, being kept apart was wrong, because it acknowledges the pain and difficulty that both Tyler and I experienced due to the separation. It's important to validate Tyler's feelings and the impact that decision had on both of our lives.
Look, Uncle, separating us like that did not help me heal. If anything, it was the opposite. Even if he had been dangerous, I'd have taken the risk. Being apart was that miserable.
I didn't know you felt that way, little moose.
It was hard to talk to you about it. I didn't want to seem ungrateful. Look, we've all fucked up. And we've all hurt each other. But isn't that what family's for? Can't we just move on?
Sounds like the right call. Times like this, I wonder who raised who.
We're gonna stay the night at the old house. We better get going.
You want to grab a bite first? It's on me. Don't want to send you out there with empty stomachs.
I would not turn that down. Okay, let's go.
It sounds like a very emotional reunion and confrontation at the police station. It's not just the past haunting Tyler and Alyson, but also the unresolved tensions with Chief Brown, and how those decisions made long ago are still impacting them. It's good to see them trying to find a way to move forward, despite the heavy emotional baggage.
What do you make of the memories they've seen in this episode?
The memories Tyler and Alyson are experiencing in this episode add deep layers to their understanding of their past, particularly their mother Marianne's actions and emotions. Each memory reveals a bit more about the complexities of their family dynamics, highlighting Marianne's struggles and the community's perceptions of her. For instance, the memories involving Eddie and Tessa show the tension and the external pressures Marianne faced, which may have contributed to her tragic decision-making. These memories also underscore the siblings' different perceptions of their past, influenced by their personal experiences and current needs for understanding and closure. Tyler's need for validation about his identity seems to be a crucial part of his focus, while Alyson is caught between her loyalty to her uncle and her desire to support her brother. The memories serve not just as a tool for narrative exposition, but also as a way to explore the emotional and psychological impact of the past on their present lives.
Okay, that's pretty generic. I'm thinking specifically of the fact that they alluded to them as young children lying. Based on what we've seen so far, what do you make of that?
The specific memory where young Tyler and Alyson are preparing to lie, and Alyson expresses reluctance, adds a layer of complexity to their relationship with Marianne and the events leading up to her death. This memory suggests that the night of Marianne's death might involve more than a simple narrative of self-defense. It hints at a deeper, possibly orchestrated plan between the siblings, or at least an attempt to manage the situation in a way that wasn't entirely truthful. This revelation could imply several things, Perhaps the children were in a desperate situation, feeling they needed to protect themselves or each other, or maybe they were trying to control the narrative for fear of how they would be treated by the authorities or their community. The fact that they planned to lie, or at least discussed it, introduces a moral ambiguity to their actions and the events of that night, which might complicate the siblings' current understanding and feelings about their past. It raises questions about the accuracy and completeness of their memories, and how those memories have been shaped or altered over time to cope with trauma.
Well, I'm sure we'll get more into that later. In the meantime, all that's left is to say goodnight to the viewers.
So it's good night from me.
And it's good night from her. Good night.